Hey guys, so today I'll be finally getting around to building a cold air intake for my truck. So currently I kind of cobbled up together this little shorty hot air intake when I was installing this supercharger inlet snout with a 102mm throttle body. But there are some obvious issues with it. I mean, first of all, it's right inside the engine bay, so it's sucking in pretty hot air that's coming from the radiator. Second issue is because it's in the front of the truck and there's access for outside air to get in. When I decelerate, let's say if I put my truck in neutral when I'm driving highway speeds, there's lots of air getting forced into this filter and it's messing with the mass airflow sensor readings, and sometimes the truck stalls out. And lastly, there's not a whole lot of room to hook up my meth injection and nitrous and the PCV hookup here. So everything's kind of near the meth. So when meth is injecting at full throttle, I think it's causing a little bit of issues with this guy too. So I am going to reroute this piping and build a real cold air intake. So I've enlarged the factory intake hole here where the stock airbox sucks the air in from, and I went from about a 4-inch to slightly over a 5-inch. But the problem is that this fender liner is in there, so the big cone filter is not going to fit inside. So I'm going to take the heat gun and just heat up this plastic here, and I'm going to mold it to the shape that I need. So that I can actually fit the filter inside there. Okay, so I got it nice and hot with a heat gun, and it made it pliable, and I kind of created this nice cavern inside for the filter to fit in. So now we gotta take the liner off and fit the filter inside there. Well, it was a tight squeeze, but I managed to get this big 5-inch cone filter inside the fender there. So now I gotta reassemble the liner and start building the piping. I'm gonna cap off this inlet too. That's remnants of the SABM stock airbox mod, so I need to cover it so that we're not sucking hot air from the engine bay. Alright, so now I gotta connect this to this right here, so that'll require a couple of elbows and a couple of lengths of pipe, and let's see how it ends up looking in the end. Alright gents, so a few silicone couplers and pipes, and 5-inch cold air intake is complete. There's our MAF right there. Filter is inside the fender. Big beast, should supply enough air to this truck. Cost about $200 maybe for everything. Not a bad deal.